Hello and welcome to Worldwide Watch on CCTV International. I'm Vishin. Thai Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat has been ousted after a court ruling that dissolves the country's top three ruling parties for electoral fraud. The Constitutional Court ruled on Tuesday that all three parties' 59 executives had been banned from the electoral process for 5 years. A temporary cabinet will soon be announced to prepare for fresh parliamentary elections. Li Xiang has the story.
Thailand's political conflict reached a watershed on Tuesday as the country's constitutional court forced Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat from office. The court found Somchai's People's Power Party, the Machima Tipata Party, and the Chart Thai Party guilty of committing fraud in the December 2007 elections. Somchai accepted the verdict, which also makes Deputy Prime Minister Chawara Chandraraku the caretaker cabinet leader. Parliament will now have to pick a new prime minister within 30 days. Members of the opposition People's Alliance for Democracy, or PAD, hailed their victory. Shortly after the court ruling, the PAD announced they would end an 8-day sit-in that had severed all air links to the capital.
We see that it is unnecessary to keep gathering. The PAD announces that we will stop our gathering at all venues, Government House, Suvarnabhumi Airport, and Dan Muang on December the 3rd.
There is more good news for Bangkok's paralyzed air traffic. Earlier reports said Suvarnabhumi International Airport would not reopen for commercial flights before December the 15th. But airport authorities say flights will resume on Friday because an inspection revealed the airport has suffered no damage.
First flight will be on the 4th at 24:01. And incoming flight should be any time after that. Yeah. But we have to be sure that everything okay.
Airport authorities say the reopening of the airport will be a birthday gift for King Bhumibol Adulyadej, who turns 81 on Friday. Speaking at a military parade on Tuesday in honor of his birthday, the king called on the army to behave properly and appropriately. During the political crisis, the revered king did not offer any firm support for Somchai. Li Xiang, CCTV.
Meanwhile, around 700 more Chinese tourists stranded in Thailand have returned home on charter flights. That raises the number of Chinese citizens repatriated to over 3,000. Song Wei has the latest.
A China Southern flight arrived at the Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport early on Tuesday morning. On board, 375 Chinese tourists, including 50 Hong Kong residents. Despite a 2-hour delay, the passengers were very excited to be reunited with their families.
We were treated to singing and dancing shows. We were also offered drinks and bags.
We had prepared 30 to 40 meals and drinks for passengers who had been starved for a long time.
Meanwhile, the last chartered Air China flight has flown 305 Chinese tourists to Beijing. 11 flights dispatched by the Chinese Civil Aviation have carried 3,113 stranded Chinese nationals back home. Song Wei, CCTV.